Advanced meditation methods. The following techniques and meditation exercises are probably less well known and rarely even mentioned in popular sources. These exercises require considerable experience as a meditator and a cultivated ability to obtain and maintain strong focus throughout. These techniques could be treated and used as exercises to aid your regular meditation practice, just like training your mind with advanced methods for even sharper, stronger, and longer focus, and they would of course offer enormous benefits as a regular daily practice for those prepared to follow through. Breathing in synchrony. This is a very interesting meditation method, not very often mentioned and not widely used. This is the only technique described in this book that is probably best practiced as a partner task, although practicing alone has its own, slightly different benefits. How to practice as a partner meditation. Practice breathing in synchrony as a partner meditation with someone who is close to you emotionally, physically, or at any other level, be it a relative, spouse, life partner, child, parent, sibling, or even just your neighbor. The eventual goal would be to bring your breathing and thus your heartbeat into complete synchrony. This, at the most basic level, should help you strengthen the feeling of connectedness and togetherness, deepen and reinforce your feelings towards the other, on several levels. To start practicing as a partner task, both of you should wear comfortable clothing and sit in front of each other, either cross-legged or otherwise. Choose a breathing technique you both are most comfortable with, be it abdominal breathing, embryonic breathing, or square breathing. Just make sure you are using the same method. Only symmetrical breathing techniques will work for this meditation. All breathing methods described in this book are perfectly suitable, but if you choose to use a method learned from a different source, you should keep this important detail in mind. Certain breathing techniques call for longer exhales than inhales, or longer inhales than exhales, and some would instruct you to pause your breath after exhale, but do not hold your breath after inhale, or the other way around. Such techniques will not work for this way meditation, as every action requires a mirror action that your partner can do synchronously. If you choose to go with the breathing techniques described and discussed in this book, feel free to use any one of them, as those could all be considered symmetrical. Start calming your minds. As always, a short meditation practice of your choice might be beneficial as a way of preparation, be it zazen, the OM mantra, mental imagery, or anything you feel most comfortable with. Once you have both reached the desired inner calmness, begin focusing your attention on your partner's breathing, while not completely neglecting your own. Watch your partner breathe. Inhalations and exhalations should be apparent through many visible signs, be it the shoulders rising and dropping, or the navel expanding and flattening again. Whatever breathing method you are using, let your experience guide you. Once having closely observed your partner's every breath, and you are fairly certain you can distinguish inhales, exhales, and holding of the breath, or pausing after exhale, start to synchronize your own breathing to that of your partner. Although this might already have happened to some extent, do not go through the same cycle. Try not to mirror the breathing of the other, but rather do the opposite of what your partner does. When your partner inhales, you should exhale. When they exhale, you should inhale. If your partner holds the breath after an inhale, you should pause after the exhale. If your partner pauses after exhale, you should hold your breath after inhaling. To be able to reach a perfect synchrony, you should both be experienced in the chosen breathing technique and be able to use it without considerable effort, keeping a good rhythm. Once your breaths are in considerable synchrony, it is time to use some mental imagery. This mental imagery includes visualizing yourself to have inhaled the air your partner just exhaled. Once you exhale this air, your partner will inhale it, at least in your mind. Imagine, you are both sharing the same air, exchanging it continuously. Imagine, the air you are exchanging is your life force, it is your living energy, your chi if you like, that you are exchanging with your partner, sharing it with them and experiencing together. Keep on practicing and do let yourself be carried away by these mental images, although not as much as you would lose focus on each other's breathing. You are on the way to a wonderful emotional experience. To bring a deeper meaning to your practice, and if you are fairly comfortable with keeping your breaths in synchrony, you can add some further imagery to the exercise, involving exchanging good emotions or turning each other's negativity into good. You can do this in any of the 4 ways presented below, in order of increasing difficulty. All 4 methods described here could be incorporated into a single meditation session, if you have considerable experience and sufficient time at hand. To do that, you would go through each in order, following a pre-agreed timescale or some sign to know when you should both step onto the next level. If your connectedness is already so strong that you can feel each other's intent, these pre-agreed times or signs may be omitted permanently. Minding your own emotions. The first and probably easiest way would be to let your partner turn any negativity inside yourself into good and give it back to you. This would strengthen the feeling of being cared for in both of you. As you exhale, you would exhale all your tension and negative feelings and thoughts. At the same time, you would imagine your partner inhale these and turn them into positive feelings, thoughts, and emotions for you, then exhale them, so that you can inhale these good things again. In the meantime, in your partner's mind, you would be turning their negative feelings and emotions into good and exhaling it back to them to be taken in through breathing. You should both be concentrating on your own emotions as they pass through your partner and yourself. You would ideally continue this until you have nothing bad or negative to exhale, and neither does your partner. When you reach this point, you can enjoy all the good you exchange between each other as long as you like, or move on to the next level. Minding your partner's emotions. To make it more difficult, you can choose to turn the above exercise upside down. Instead of giving away your tension and stress and letting your partner deal with them, you can choose to consciously take in your partner's negative emotions and worries, and turn them into good for them and yourself. This will be a lot more advanced and difficult to follow, but it will strengthen the feeling or caring for others and selflessness in general. Imagine that with each breath, your partner exhales all their negative emotions and worries, all the tension they have, all the bad feelings. You would inhale all these bad things and, through love and compassion, turn them into good, clean them and exhale it all back as good. You would then watch your partner taking all this goodness in, through their inhalations. Your partner, in the meantime, would be busy with your negative emotions. In their mind, they would inhale your negativity and turn it into good, exhaling it back to you. Continue this until you feel your partner has given away all their negativity and all they have left is positive emotions. If that happens, just enjoy exchanging all things good between each other. It would take true compassion and connectedness to be able to sense your partner being rid of all negativity within them. If you choose to follow one of the above methods, it's important that both you and your partner would follow the chosen path, either minding your own emotions or those of each other. Both minding only one of you. You can combine the two methods described above into an even more advanced exercise. You and your partner can agree whose emotions you should both be concentrating on. For this example, you will start with your own emotions, as this way will be easier to follow. It will strengthen the feeling of being cared for in yourself and the feeling of selflessness and caring in your partner. Exhale, and with it let go of all negativity, bad feelings and stress, giving them all to your partner. Imagine your partner inhaling these and turning them into good for you. In your partner's mind they should do exactly the same, inhaling all your negativity and turning them into good for you, then exhaling it all back. This way, you would both be minding your emotions and cleaning your negative feelings, turning them into good. When you have nothing more negative to get rid of and you both feel it, you should switch roles and do the same for your partner. Now you would be taking in their negative emotions, turning them all to good, while they would be busy letting their negativity exit their minds through their exhales, inhaling all good things you give them. Focusing on positive emotions only. If the above proves challenging, or does not feel right to let your partner take in anything negative from you and prefer to only enjoy the positive emotions you have towards each other, or if you have both gone through all the desired stages and want to enjoy the exchange of goodness between yourselves, the final step of the 4 levels described here will allow for just that. You will both focus on exhaling all good things, not meaning to let go of your positivity, but to give all those to your meditation partner. This can be love, compassion, gratefulness, or just general goodwill, anything you like or care to give to each other. This could further strengthen the feeling of caring love and compassion towards others. Exhale everything you have to give to the person sitting in front of you. The closer you are emotionally, the easier this may be, but do not neglect the importance of this exercise even if your meditation partner is not so close to your heart. Find positivity inside yourself towards this person and show it to them through your exhalations. Your partner would inhale these and exhale in a similar manner, all the good that they mean for you, which you will inhale in turn. Being truly in synchrony. If you practice long enough, another phenomenon may occur, although you might not be consciously aware of it at the time, it will certainly be felt by both of you. Your heartbeats are soon going to come into synchrony as well. The reason for this is very simple: your breathing has a direct impact on your heart rate. It is the same area in your brain that holds the centers regulating both heart rate and breathing, and it has also much to do with the amount of gas being exchanged in your bloodstream. The similar rhythm of breathing will aid your bodies to regulate your heartbeats a similar way. Having similar thoughts and focusing on similar subjects or emotions will help your brainwaves to come to synchrony, and such similarities in your emotional and mental states will further aid your hearts to synchronize. If you are thus inclined, you will certainly find this a deeply spiritual experience, but even if you only regard it as an interesting biological fact, it is undeniable that synchronizing your heartbeats this way will strengthen the feeling of connectedness with your chosen meditation partner. Keep breathing in synchrony for a pre-agreed length of time, or until both you and your partner are comfortable with it. If you practice often and long enough, you may even be able to sense in each other when it is time to move on. Do not be afraid to communicate with your partner, however, especially in the beginning. Do not expect them to read your mind straight away. Building up such awareness of the other takes time. Also, the time spent together in this exercise could become a great way to get closer to each other. There is, of course, much more to practicing this method. The basics described here might only be the beginning for some. If you and your partner engage in practicing Qigong or any sort of energy exercise, be it Tai Chi, Reiki, etc., you could take a step further and exchange more than just breaths. Of course, this is beyond the scope of this book, and it probably would not be of everyone's interest. Feel free to experiment. Do not let yourself be caught up in what is considered traditional. Your practice will take you as far as you are willing to go. How to practice on your own? There is, of course, a way to practice synchronous breathing meditation alone. If you do not find a suitable partner, your usual partner is not available, and you still would like to practice, or you merely wish to practice on your own, there is a way to do this in perfect solitude. You will probably require some aid, although it is not at all necessary. It is up to you how exactly you will set your environment up. The easiest way is to take a plain sheet of paper and draw or print a dot, approximately 1/4 of an inch in diameter, on the very middle of it. Fix this paper up on the wall, a piece of furniture, or anything that can hold it, right in front of you, approximately at the height of your eyes, as far a distance away as your partner would sit, or you would prefer your partner to sit. Start your meditation exactly as it is described above, only replacing your partner with the dot. This would include some mental imagery. You will have to visualize this dot to be breathing. Whenever you exhale, the dot inhales it, and whatever the dot exhales, you would inhale. This may sound strange, but it is a great mental exercise nevertheless, requiring serious concentration and focus, enhancing the benefits and effects of regular meditation. Whether you will involve any emotional cleansing or turning bad things into good is only up to you. Any or all of the previously described methods could be practiced with the dot only, although it might prove a lot more challenging to do so. You can further evolve this method once you are comfortably able to follow it with the drawn or printed dot. You can take the dot off the wall, or whatever holds it, and continue fixing your attention on something else, using the same visualization of it breathing in synchrony with you. If you need even more challenge, or feel like you are capable of something much more advanced, you can either close your eyes, or keep them open and imagine something that is not there, be it a dot, an object, or even your partner. This might be easier if you normally have a regular meditation partner you practice this method with, but it is not by any means necessary. If you can visualize someone sitting in front of you, breathing with you in synchrony, the focus and concentration to maintain this exercise will present its positive benefits in a very short time. If you choose to go with a visualized partner and you are able to maintain focus at such high level, you may even try to include some of the additional exercises found above. Again, you only set your own limits. The possibilities of the technique are endless. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.